the first time, our industry has found a real, sustainable way to solve problems that generations of software development teams have been struggling with. Here are just a few of the solutions that Agile promises. Agile projects come in on time, which is great for teams that have struggled with projects delivered very late and far over budget. Agile projects deliver high quality software, which is a big change for teams that have been bogged down by buggy, inefficient software. Code built by agile teams is well constructed and highly maintainable, which should be a relief to teams accustomed to maintaining convoluted and tangled spaghetti code. Agile teams makes their users happy, which is a huge change from software that fails to deliver value to the users. Best of all, developers on an effective agile team find themselves working normal hours and are able to spend their nights and weekends with their friends and families, possibly for the first time in their careers. Agile is popular because many teams that have gone agile report great results. They build better software, work together better, satisfy their users, and do it all while having a much more relaxed and enjoyable working environment. Some agile teams seem to have finally made headway in fixing problems that have vexed software teams for decades. So, how do great teams use agile to build their software? Or more specifically, how can you use agile to get results like that? In this series, you will learn about the two most popular agile methodologies, Scrum and Extreme Programming. You will also learn about Lean and Kanban and how they help you understand the way you build software today and help you evolve to a better state tomorrow. You will learn that while these four agile schools of thought focus on different areas of software development, they all have one important thing in common. They focus on changing your team's mindset. It's that mindset shift that takes a team from superficially adding a few token agile practices to one that has genuinely improved the way it builds software. The goal of this series is to help you learn both sides of agile, the practices that make up the day-to-day work and the values and principles that help you and your team work efficiently. What is agile? Agile is a set of methods and methodologies that help your team to think more effectively, work more efficiently, and make better decisions. Each of those methods and methodologies consist of practices that are streamlined and optimized to make them as easy as possible to adopt. Agile is also a mindset because the right mindset can make a big difference in how effectively a team uses the practices. This mindset helps people on a team share information with one another so that they can make important decisions together instead of having a manager who makes all of those decisions alone. An agile mindset is about opening up planning, design, and process improvement to the entire team. An agile team uses practices in a way where everyone shares the same information and each person on the team has a say in how the practices are applied. The reality of agile for many teams that have not had as much success is quite different from its promise, and the key to that difference is often the mindset the team brings to each project. The majority of companies that build software have experimented with agile, and while many of them have found success, some teams have gotten less than stellar results. They have achieved some improvement in how they run their projects, enough to make the effort to adopt agile worth it, but they haven't seen substantial changes that they feel agile promised them. This is what that mindset shift is all about, going agile. Going agile means helping the team find an effective mindset. But what does mindset shift really mean? If you're on a software team, then what you do every day is plan, design, build, and ship software. What does mindset have to do with that? As it turns out, the practice you use to do your everyday work depends a lot on the attitude that you and your teammates have towards them. Here's an example. One of the most common agile practices that teams adopt is called the daily stand up, a meeting during which team members talk about what they are working on and their challenges. The meeting is kept short by making everyone stand for the duration. Many teams have had a lot of success adding a daily stand up to their projects. So imagine that a project manager is just learning about Agile and wants to add the daily stand up to his project. To his surprise, not everyone on his team is as excited about this new practice as he is. One of his developers is angry that he is even suggesting that they add a new meeting and seems to feel insulted by the idea of attending a meeting every day where he's asked prying questions about his day-to-day work. So what's going on here? Is the developer being irrational? Or is the project manager being too demanding? Why is this simple, well accepted practice causing a conflict? Both the project manager and the developer have different and valid points of view. One of this project manager's biggest challenge is that he puts a lot of effort into planning the project, but when the team runs into problems building the software, they deviate from the plan. He has to work very hard to stay on top of everyone on the team so that he can make adjustments to the plan and help them deal with their problems. The developer, on the other hand, feels like he's interrupted several times a day for meetings, which makes it very hard for him to get his work done. He already knows what he needs to do to get his own code built, and he doesn't need another person nagging him about plans and changes. He just wants to be left alone to code, and the last thing he wants is yet another meeting. Now imagine that the project manager is able to get everyone, even the reluctant developer, to start attending a daily stand up meeting. What will that meeting look like? The project manager will be thinking mainly about how people are deviating from his plan, so he'll concentrate on getting status from each person. The developer, on the other hand, wants the meeting to end as quickly as possible, so he'll tune out everyone else while he's waiting to give his update. Then say as little as possible when it's his turn and hope the whole thing ends quickly. Let's be clear. This is how many daily stand-ups are run, and while it's not optimal, a daily stand-up meeting that's run this way will still produce results. The project manager will find out about problems with his plan, and the developer will benefit in the long run because those problems that do affect him can be taken care of sooner rather than later. And the whole practice generally saves the team more time and effort than it costs. That makes it worth doing. But what would happen if the developer and the project manager had different mindsets? What if each person on the team approached the daily stand up with an entirely different attitude? For example, what would happen if the project manager felt like everyone on the team worked together to plan the project? Then the project manager would genuinely listen to each member, not just to find out how they deviated from his plan, but to understand how the plan that everyone on the team worked together to create might need a change. Instead of dictating a plan, handing it to the team, and measuring how well the team is following it, he is now working with the team to figure out the best way to approach the project. And the daily stand up becomes a way to work together to make sure everyone is doing the most effective thing possible at any given time. As the facts of a project change every day, the team uses the daily stand up to work together to make the most effective decisions they can. And because the team meets every day, changes that they discover in the meeting can be put into effect immediately so they don't waste a lot of time and effort going down the wrong path. And what if the developer felt like this meeting wasn't about giving status but about understanding how the project is going and coming together every day to find ways that everyone can work better? Then the daily stand up becomes important to him. A good developer almost always has opinions not just about his own code, but about the whole direction of the project. The daily stand up becomes his way to make sure that the project is run in a sensible, efficient way. And he knows that in the long run that this will make his job of coding more rewarding because the rest of the project is being run well. And he knows that when he brings up this problem with the plan during the meeting, everyone will listen and the project will run better because of it. And he knows that when he brings up a problem with the plan during the meeting, everyone will listen and the project will run better because of it. In other words, if people on the team are in the mindset that the daily stand up is simply a status meeting that must be endured, it's still worth doing. But it's only slightly more effective than a traditional status meeting. What if everyone on the team shares the mindset that the daily stand up is their way of making sure that everyone is on the track? They are all working towards the same goal and they all have a say in how the project is run. It becomes much more effective and also more satisfying. The developer has the attitude that this meeting helps him and his team in the long run. The project manager has the attitude that when each person on the team can contribute to the plan, the project gets better results. And when everyone shares these attitudes, the daily stand up helps them all work faster, communicate more directly, and get things done more easily. This is just one small example of how the mindset and attitude of the team to have a big effect on how well they adopt agile practices. An important goal of this of learning agile is to help you understand how your own team's mindset affect your projects and your own agile adoption. By exploring Scrum, XP, Lean, and Kanban, you will learn both sides of the agile coin, the principles and practices, and how they come together to help you build better software. This is just one small example of how the mindset and attitude of the team has a big effect on how well they are going to adopt the agile practices. An important goal of learning agile is to help you understand how your own team's mindset affects your projects and your own agile adoption. By exploring Scrum, XP, Lean, and Kanban, you can learn both sides of the agile coin, principles and practices, and how they come together to help you build better software.